Hello, good morning. All right, myself. Cool. Turn off all the sounds, making sure we don't have any interruptions. I'm going to start in about 2 minutes. So if you would like to meditate or kind of get yourself situated, we have about 2 minutes before we start the class today. Okay? Make sure you grab any blocks, or if you don't have blocks, books or blankets or towels, just to make sure that your practice is as comfortable as possible. No unnecessary strenuous activity. All right, well, it's just about 8 o'clock, give or take a few seconds, depending on where you're meeting me. So, good morning. My name is Rosalynd. I am a resident instructor at Bhakti Yoga DC, and I'll be leading us this morning in our 1 hour morning flow here at my home studio, aka living room. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. If not, drop a comment in the comment box and I'll see what I can do to adjust. But I definitely bought an external mic to kind of help with that. But definitely don't feel free or don't hesitate to let me know if you're having any difficulties, okay? So let's go ahead and start in our meditative seated position. You can sit in an easy pose here with legs crossed, or you can lie on your back or sit up or sit in whatever position feels best for you. And go ahead and let's go ahead and close our eyes and just allow yourself to sink into the present moment. So closing the eyes, we're going to first begin to connect with the present moment by noticing the subtle shifts in the body as you breathe. Taking in air through the nose with intention. And as you exhale, just noticing how the entire body deflates. The spine, the tissues, the organs. Now, as you inhale, intentionally bring air into the body. Maybe notice the subtle shift. As you inflate the body, how it rises. And as you exhale, just notice the natural state of the body, lowering, shifting. In our natural breath, it's very easy to breathe in and out, the body aligning and extending upward as it inhales. But as you exhale, sometimes the body curves under. So as you inhale this next round, just breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, see if you can keep that same extended spine. Trying again, inhale, extend through the spine, up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, just draw the belly back towards the spine as you continue to grow towards the ceiling. Connecting with that core center as you inhale. And keeping that connection as you exhale. Let's take a few more breaths. continuing to accelerate the energy through the spine, up through the ceiling, and down through the base of the floor. As you continue to stack your vertebrae one on top of the other, shooting energy out of the crown of the head, noticing the shifting of the back of the neck up and out. As you exhale, notice the contraction of the muscles. Take one more breath. And exhale, open the eyes. Shifting back into a more active presence with me. When we experience the breath as it naturally occurs in the body, we understand that in our holistic practice of yoga, when we inhale, we're keeping that extension, activating the muscles, activating the core, activating the lungs. And as we exhale, we're contracting the muscles so that they glue to the fabric of our skeletal structure, aiding in our support physiologically, all throughout our body structurally. We can take that same experience in terms of how we grow and extend ourselves as we align in our purpose, soul level or mental, emotional level. We align and we grow as we take that inhale of information, breathing in that ethereal prana, right? Life force energy, activating ourselves. But as we exhale and release it, instead of dropping that energy back down into wherever it came from, releasing that experience, can we use it to propel ourselves further into where we're trying to go? So as we move through our practice today, I offer you that small analogy to play with. As you inhale, drawing the body into this activated sense of awareness and consciousness, is it possible to continue and extend that inhale even further as we exhale, finding a way to stay within that alignment and live within it, right? Continuance, continuity in whatever vessel that we're actually activating, okay? So let's go ahead and begin our practice with one Om together in unison from your mats at home. Inhale through the nose. Notice if you may have slouched down after that exhale, remembering to keep that alignment. Let's go ahead and move on to our mats and move through a few rounds of cat-cow. As we begin to wake up the spine, going to intentionally bring awareness through the breath. So coming into cat-cow pose, relax the tops of the toes onto the mat. As you press the palms into the mat, first begin by making little circles with the full body over the wrists. So allowing the wrists to rotate, but keeping the palms, the knees planted flat, and just drawing the shoulders and torso in small circles on the horizontal plane, allowing some active rotation to occur before we move into cat-cow. Take one more circle in any direction of your choice and come back to your neutral tabletop position. Now from here, drawing the chest through the arm bones, lift the heart, extend the collarbone forward, keeping the knees over the hips. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis, tilt the lower belly upward towards the base of the spine, draw the heart upwards towards the ceiling, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, lifting the heart through the collarbone. Exhale, draw the belly in, curve the lower belly, upper back, chest and chin, drop the head in, relax the back of the head. Inhale, collarbones move through. Just noticing the alignment. See if you can inhale a little bit more here. And as you exhale, extend a little bit more into the experience as you draw the chest towards the ceiling. Let's take two more. Last one. Exhale, contract away.
Returning back to neutral tabletop. Taking a spinal twist. Left palm underneath the chest center. Inhale, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Now notice the hips. Keep them squared towards the front of the mat. As you exhale, weave the right shoulder underneath of that left arm and between the left thigh bone. The right shoulder moves down to the mat to rest the right ear on the ground. As you extend through the breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale, press the mat away as you gaze towards the ceiling. Contract the navel towards the spine. We'll take 3 breaths here. Last breath. And return back to your neutral tabletop. Palms underneath of the shoulders. Left palm comes underneath the chest center. Inhale. Right hand on the chest center. Inhale, the left arm peels up towards the ceiling, extending the left fingertips upward. As you exhale, the left shoulder weaves underneath, dropping down to the mat. Left ear, left shoulder. The right hand walks back right in front of the left hand, left arm. As you exhale, press the mat away, twisting just the upper body. Keep the hips paralleled with the front of the mat. Let's take 2 more breaths. Last breath. You can hear all the slushing around in the core, twisting away those toxins. Coming back to your neutral tabletop, taking both hands underneath the shoulders. Now tuck the toes under. Get extension through the spine, lifting through the head as you drop the sit bones backward. Exhale, draw the hips back, coming into Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Dropping the heels down to the mat, maybe pedaling through the feet. Opening up the back of the heels, the hamstrings, the Achilles tendon, the calves. Pressing both fingertips, hands into the mat, dropping the middle of the palm down, getting extension through the fingertips. Continue to exhale as you drop one heel back. Exchanging as you open up the back body. Keeping both heels on the mat, exhale, take a deep breath out. Drop the chest in towards the chin. Continue to extend the hips towards the back of the wall, dropping the head and fingertips pressing into the mat, rotating the shoulders inward, finding that nice downward facing dog. Good. One more breath here. Nice. Exhale. Now, twisting over onto the edge of the left foot. You're going to stay in downward facing dog. Both feet are coming to their knife's edge, inside of the right foot, outside of the left. Now walk the right foot up, almost as if you're coming into plank pose. Drop the right foot behind the left and try to get the heel to the mat. Right hand down to the mat, just opening up the side body as we get into lateral extension today. Take one more breath. Inhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Now taking it on the other side. Drop to the nice edge of the right foot, inside edge of the left. Lift the left leg up and drop it behind the right foot. Trying to keep the heel to the mat or getting it as close as possible. Keep both hands down. This is a very tense pose, but it allows a lot of space in the left side body. One more breath. Inhale, coming back through downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Inhale, draw the right foot up, down dog split. Now you can decide to stay here, or maybe inhale, lifting the left leg, left fingertips off of the mat, just coming up to the tops of the fingertips. Keep extending through the right toes. Good. Exhale the right toes down. Left fingertips, left palm straight down to the mat. Inhale, left toes rise, down dog split. Now you can stay here and just breathe here in this down dog split, dropping the left hip down or coming to the tops of the fingertips of the right hand, letting the heart move towards the leg. Keep extending. And releasing down. Palm down to the mat, left toes down. Inhale, both heels rise. Exhale, bend the knees, walk towards the top of the mat to fold over the legs. And a nice Uttanasana forward bend. Maybe grabbing onto opposite elbows and taking a nice swing. Noticing the opening in the lateral sides and the shoulders so far. Taking a nice breath, seeing if you're crunching the neck by looking up towards the front of the mat. Drop the chin and just wag the body side to side. Nice, easy opening this morning. One more breath. And exhale, release the hands. Good. Now from here, interlacing peace fingers around the big toe of each foot. The feet are about hips distance apart, directly underneath of the knees. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, elbows bend back, opening the heart towards the knees. Drop the chin in, forward bend. Noticing the spine, see if you can curl your chin in even more as we open the upper back, middle back. Keep pulling the chest towards the knees, folding over, a little bit of weight in the toes if you can to open up the hamstrings, and release the hands. Good. Now, walking the fingertips up the shins for a halfway lift. Keep a bend in the knees, extend through the spine. Now, staying here in this flat back, draw the belly up towards the spine. Exhale, the elbows slightly bend behind you as you track the fingers towards the tops of the knees. Extend the head toward whatever is in front of you. Notice the extension. Exhale, float downward. Now, as you inhale, roll all the way up, uncurling the vertebrae. Coming to rise at the top of your mat, tucking pelvis, pressing the hips forward as you eliminate lower back arch to rise into the top of your pose, Tadasana. Good. Now we're going to do a small heart flow. As you inhale, draw the fingertips up the center. As you exhale, elbows open, lift the chest towards the ceiling, press the pelvis forward. Inhale, lift fingertips back up. And as you exhale, elbows draw back, palms flip towards the ceiling, look towards the front. Good. Palms lifting up. Inhale, draw the hands forward, reaching up. Top of the hands, interlace fingers or drawing palms to touch. Exhale, elbows open, lift the chest. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, draw the hands back and down. Lifting, opening up in a receptive position. Last one. Inhale, arms rise. Palms touch, drawing the belly upwards towards the heart. Exhale, lifting chest. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms float open. Aspect of receptivity. Keeping the palms open. Take a moment to connect with your practice. The intentionality of the movements. It's nice sometimes to think we're just moving to move, but as humans, we desire purpose. So connecting with your dharma, your internal purpose. What is driving you to take this practice today? What do you want to dedicate this practice to? The physicality, emotions, mental, spiritual. Take one more moment. Closing palms at heart center. Let's meet in prayer pose. Open the eyes if they were closed. Taking toes to touch. Let's move through Surya Namaskar A. So either toes touching, heels apart or hips distance apart are the feet. Lift the toes as you extend through the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Finding that spinal alignment as you inhale, draw the arms up. And as you exhale, keep that extension, but fold forward, taking the shape. Uttanasana. Inhale, extending through the spine, finding that halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands, keeping that spinal extension, send the toes back, top of a plank pose. Exhale, the elbows bend straight back, dropping down for baby cobra or upward facing dog for the inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, keep extension of the spine, heels back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, heels lift, bend the knees, hop, step, or float between hands at the top of the mat. Take a nice forward fold here. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, release. Nice deep forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, taking you up, finding that nice spinal extension. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take one more following your own breath. Moving through Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Noticing the extension of the spine, keeping that alignment as you inhale, lifting through the vertebrae. Exhale, plant hands, step back, taking that nice spinal alignment into another shape, plank pose. Exhale, elbows bend back towards the ribs, lower plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tucking toes, downward facing dog, heels to the mat. Let's stay here in downward facing dog. One breath in and one breath out. Inhale, walking the hands back to meet the feet, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, arms coming to rise, coming to the top of your Tadasana. Take your toes to touch, keeping the hands interlace. Interlace the fingertips, maybe point your fingers release for Anjali Mudra. Now, staying at the back of your mat, I'll turn to face forward, taking a nice lateral extension through the spine. Squeeze the head between the arm bones. Maybe taking the palms to touch or interlacing the hands. Use that tension to squeeze the palms together as you lift. So noticing that lift out of the lower body, the shoulders and ears may meet. Now, tucking the pelvis under lower back arch releases. Good. From there, inhale, lift up. Exhale, go to your right. Now, as you drop down, lift the lower rib of the right side up towards the ceiling. Press the pelvis forward. Extend the right side of the body, lifting up. Exhale, go over just a little bit more. Inhale to rise. Good. Exhale, go to the other side, left side. Continue to extend as you inhale. Pull through the fingertips. Exhale, lift and go down. Pressing the pelvis through, no lower back arch, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Now, as you exhale, take the hands to the heart. We're at the back of the mat. Good. Noticing the body. Folding forward, walk the hands out for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Heels to the mat. Taking a small flow to warm up the body. If you're not warmed up enough, inhale, the left toes rise. Down dog split. Now, hugging the left knee in towards the left elbow. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, lift up. Downward facing dog split. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Taking your twist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, the knee steps right through both hands at the top of the mat. Good. Now from here, we're at the top of our high lunge, warrior one. Both arms rise, inhale, lifting up. Good. Exhale, sinking down, interlacing fingers, drop the left hip back, right hip forward, reach. Inhale, lift up. Now, as you exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. Last one, lifting up. Exhale, hinge forward. Good. That right hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, the left arm rises, taking a lunge twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist, open, elbow. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, open up. Last one, inhale. Exhale, open. Good. Send the right knee to the ground. Coming to your reverse gate. Turn the right toes to the left edge of the mat or the wood. Walk the right hand back. Left arm reaches up. Turn the left toes so the edge of the foot is facing the front of the mat. Reach the chest through the arm bone, left fingertips back. Good. One more breath. Nice. Exhale. Swing the hands back up as you come to the top of your T pose. Good. Bend the left knee open. Exhale, left hand down to the mat. Right arm reaches up. Taking another gate variation. Good. Inhale here, maybe bending into the left leg. Keep extending through the right side. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Drop the right knee down for Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms rise. Now, as you exhale, fold forward, hinge the hips back. You know it's my favorite one, this little half Hanuman flow. Flex the left toes forward, the right knee under right hip, lift chest. Exhale, fold forward, finding that extension of the spine. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bend the front knee, Anjaneyasana. Drawing the hands forward. Exhale, fold forward, hinge the hips back. Half Hanuman, left foot flexes. Draw the hip back, heart towards the thigh. Inhale, last one. Reaching forward, lifting up. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge the hips back, flex left toes towards the face as you drop the heart towards left knee, left shin. Bend the left knee, extending the hands to frame front foot. Tuck the right toes under. Inhale, left toes, sky rocky back. Down dog split, drop the right heel down. Exhale, left toes straight down. Good. Moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, rolling through the toes. For your plank, chaturanga, elbows bend. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Taking it on the right side. Inhale, right toes rise, down dog split. Good. Now taking our little knee to chin exercise. Exhale, right knee in towards right elbow, straight behind. Inhale, right toes rise. Down dog split. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Taking a nice side body cross. Knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching back up. Down dog split. Exhale, send the knee straight through the center line for warrior one. High lunge. Back heel stays lifted to stack on top of the toe. Inhale, take a juicy bend in the right knee as both arms rise. Now sinking down, drop the right hip back, left hip forward, lifting through the spine. Inhale, press left hip forward. As you keep drawing the chest up, sink down into the knees, extending through the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, rise. Now exhale, hinge forward. Left hand down to the mat, inside of right foot. Inhale, right arm reaches up, taking your lunge twist. Inhale here. Exhale, right elbow bends back, lift the chest. Inhale, sweeping the arm up. Exhale, open. Twisting, open the heart. Last one. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, open. Good. Both hands come down to the inside of the right foot. Send the left knee down. Turn the left toes to face the right edge of the mat or the side of the wood off the mat. Left hand walks back, taking your reversed gait. Right toes face the left edge of the mat. The hips peel up, lift the chest. Continue to extend through the heel of the right foot and through the fingers of the right hand. One more breath. Exhale, the right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh. Now, coming up through our T pose, the right knee bends open. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Good. Now, as you twist, same as the descended side angle, lift the left arm up. Maybe reaching through the crown of the head, left fingertips move upward. Take a gently bend in the right leg, look up towards the ceiling. One more breath. Exhale, both hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn the left hip parallel, left toes on the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana on the right leg. Front hands frame the front foot. As you inhale, draw the body up. Exhale, hinge back, half Hanuman. So stacking the left knee under left hip, draw the right toes forward, flex the toes towards the ceiling. Exhale, heart melts towards the shin. Inhale, bend the right knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, fold forward, find your half Hanuman. Last one, bend the right foot, hinge forward, lifting heart. Exhale, hinge the hips forward, take your half Hanuman. Good. Coming over top of the right leg, framing the foot. Take both hands on the outside of the foot, tucking left toes under. Send the right toes back, down dog split. One more breath. Exhale the right toes down for the full expression of Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, heels lift, bend knees, hop, step, or float between hands at the top of the mat. Fold forward. Good, nice juicy bend. Take a slow roll upward. As you inhale, rise to standing at the top of your mat, finding your nice, beautiful extended spine, nodding the head, noticing that lightness inside of you. Good. Now, as you're here, inhale, hug the right knee up into the chest, interlacing hands around the top of the knee. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chest. Let's stay here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Noticing the knee rising with the spine and the tucking of the lower pelvis, the lower butt. Now, left hand comes to left hip. Maybe keeping the knee here and just drawing the pelvis forward as you keep this pose. Or peace fingers around big toe. Inhale here, lift the chest. Kick the heel forward. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward, shoulders squared. Flexing through the toes. One more breath. Good. Now, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Right hand comes to right hip, maybe reaching towards behind you. If you are standing with the knee bent, maybe the left hand comes to the top of the right knee. Reach the right hand back for your twist. Wherever you are, standing in the knee bend position or extended foot position, take the twist. Kick the heel forward. Stay here for 3 breaths. Last one. Good. Hug the knee in. Nice. Now from here, dropping the right foot back. Right hand comes down to the mat, left hand comes down to the mat. Take a bend. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward, standing split. One more breath. Right toes come down to meet left. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Slowly rising to standing, taking the left knee with you. Hug left knee into chest, interlacing hands around the top of the leg. Draw the elbows back as you lift up. One more breath here. Maybe you stay here or take extended hand to big toe pose. Peace fingers around big toe, right hand to right hip. Press the pelvis back, shoulders back. Lift the heel and extend. 3 breaths. Last breath. Hug the left knee in. Taking your twist, right hand on the outside of left foot or left knee. Taking the left arm open or down to left hip. Extend the heel. Two more breaths. Hug the knee in. Now continue to draw the left knee back as you take both hands down to frame the front foot, taking them down, palms down to block or the mat. Extend the left toes up. Inhale, lift the spine halfway. Exhale, fold forward. One more breath. Exhale, releasing the toes to meet right. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, taking your Malasana squat. Toes apart, sink the hips down. Belly presses through the knees. Elbows to the insides of the knees. Draw the heart forward. Let's take 5 breaths here in Malasana squat. Noticing the breath, noticing the extension of the spine as we inhale. Exhale, keep lifting through the heart. Last breath. Palms down to the mat. Maybe moving to crow, or maybe coming straight through your vinyasa, or meeting in downward facing dog. Wherever you are, just take a few breaths as you transition from one phase of movements to the next. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhale, right toes rise, down dog split. Exhale, bend the right knee, send it through giant steps. Warrior 1. Back heel plants down, drop the heel down to the mat. Left toes spin up to the upper left corner of the mat. Drop the right knee down so that you're sinking into a nice parallel line between the thigh bone, the hip, and the knee. As you inhale, reach up through the fingertips, Warrior 1. Inhale here. Good, sink down. Inhale. Exhale, reach into the fingertips, draw the hands behind you, placing your fingertips. We're going to take a humble warrior. So extend the heart forward, lifting to the chest. Exhale, right shoulder drops down to the inside of the right knee. Finding that humility, keep extending through the spine, reaching through the head. One more breath. Good. Coming onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale here. Reaching through the fingertips, maybe pulling them in front of you or keeping the hands behind. Move into warrior 3. Hovering warrior, left toes behind you. Drop the left hip down. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Now from here, dropping the left toes behind the right. Inhale, squeezing the legs together so your legs are in a cross position. Arms rise, come to standing. Good. Now, as you squeeze everything together, lift out of the left side. Exhale, fold forward. Taking both hands as far as you can to the mat. One more breath. Inhale, lifting through the left leg. Keep the right knee bent, right hand comes down to the mat, lifting the left fingertips towards the ceiling, standing half moon, maybe finding your bind. Left knee can bend, taking the top of the left foot with left hand, reach the left knee back, open the chest. One more breath. Inhale, lifting through the toes, extend the left toes back, taking warrior 2. Good. Now finding your nice warrior 2 stance first. So walk the right foot center of the mat to dissect the back inner arch of left foot. Sink down into the right knee stacks over right ankle. Extend through the fingertips, drop the pelvis under. Lift through the back of the skull as you continue to rotate the pelvis under, extending through belly button. So many things going on in this position. But you find that gracefulness as you extend and sink, rooted yet flying. Left hand comes down to the back of the left leg, maybe coming behind the low back to help press down on the glutes as you extend through the low spine. Reach the right fingertips back, reversing warrior, maybe gaze meets the left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side ankle. But before we move there, first extend through the right knee, straightening it straight back. Shortening the stance, left toes rotate in about half a foot, 6 inches. Now reach the right hand forward. Keep a small bend in the right leg. Keep extending here. Open the left shoulder towards the wall behind you. Reach the left fingertips up on the diagonal. Let's take 3 breaths. Keep reaching. Press the pelvis through. Last one. Right hand comes down to the inside of the right shin. Left fingertips rotate up. Take your twisting triangle. Good. Left hand comes down. Turn both hips down to frame the front foot. Good. Adjust the back heel to turn the left toes up slightly. Inhale, lifting halfway, finding the pyramid pose, both heels on the mat, feet on 2 separate tracks. Exhale, fold forward. Last breath. Good. From here, hands frame front foot. Exhale, bend the right knee, left knee steps in, sink down onto the sit bones for a seated twist. Now, the right foot is crossed in front of the left knee. Right hand comes back to the lower back, full palm on the mat. Keep pressing the elbow into the spine as you lift up. Inhale, extending through the spine, finding that alignment, dropping the right sit bones down to the mat. Exhale, taking the twist, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Turn the right shoulder back, lift the chest. Good. One more breath. Now you can decide to stay here or maybe take the bind.
taking left arm bone underneath of the opening of the right thigh. Drop the left hand down. Right arm reaches behind you, finding left fingertips. You can stay here for your bind or extend the right toes up, keeping the bind. Now, some can stay here. Some can still take a variation by taking the left hand to the outside of the right foot, keeping the pressure of the right hand on the mat, taking the twist here. One more breath. Keep twisting. Good. Now from here, extend the right toes. Everyone lift it off the mat. Draw the right foot around the mat as you open the hips up to the left edge of the mat. Turn the right toes to face the back of the mat. Opened up here. Right elbow down on the ground. As you inhale, taking your seated gate pose, take the left hand towards the right toes, lifting up. Maybe you stay here or find the toes with hand lifting up and out of the position. Keep taking the left rib cage with you. Right rib cage turning up. Maybe the head presses against the back of the left elbow. One more breath. Good. Exhale, coming back up. Left hand down to the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up, taking your reverse gate pose, lifting the pelvis, draw the hips through. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. Hug the left knee up towards the chest. Inhale, left toes rise, down dog split. Exhale, three-legged dog. Open the hip, right heel drops down. Maybe you stay here or decide to flip dog, left toes coming down to the mat. Press the pelvis up, lift the chest. Inhale. Now, from here, draw the body flat, staying on the nice edge of the right foot, taking plank pose. Palm underneath the shoulder. Maybe lifting the left fingertips towards the ceiling. Maybe taking a form of your plank pose or Vishramrita. One more breath. Exhale, left toes forward. Draw the right toes to meet left and take a juicy forward bend. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Good. Now from here, inhale, draw the left toes up, standing split. Good. Now, once you're here, reach the left toes up towards the ceiling. Take that nice juicy bend. Maybe you stay here or you kick both toes up to take your handstand. See if you can press up, maybe taking both toes to meet. Taking your last kick up and meeting in downward facing dog, heels to the mat. One breath in and one breath out. Inhale, the left toes rise, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee, giant step through, warrior one. Good. So from here, planting the right heel down, right toes facing the upper right corner of the mat, bend the left knee. Nice horizontal line from groin to knee, knee to ankle. Inhale, arms rise. Good. One more breath, sink down. Right hip forward, left hip back. Exhale, reaching forward, take your humble warrior. Interlacing hands behind the low back. Squeeze arms together and take left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Gonna stay here for 4 breaths. Last breath. And hopping forward for warrior 3. Bend into the left knee. Draw the body up. Take your hovering warrior. One more breath. Hands down to the mat to frame left foot. Drop the right toes behind left to take a standing twisting leg. As you sink down, inhale, arms rise. Squeeze the legs together, eliminating as much space between, opening the chest. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the mat. This should feel nice and juicy in the glutes. Last one. Good. Left hand comes down to the floor. Giant bend in the left leg. Inhale. Standing half moon. Right toes rise. Right fingertips reach towards the ceiling. Keep a bend in the left knee. Maybe stay here or take Chapasana. Right knee bends. Right hand to the top of the right foot. Slide the right knee back as you open the psoas. One more breath. Exhale, release the toes. Take your warrior two. Finding that correct alignment in the feet. Front foot dissecting back inner arch of back foot. Inhale, arms rise. Sinking down, warrior two. Now we're going to live here in warrior two for like 1 minute. Okay, so notice that juicy bend in the left leg. Extend through the right side. Reaching through the fingertips, drop the lower pelvis in. Extend through the clavicle. Collarbone extended. Chin elongated. Find that grace, that royal demeanor. Extend the right hand back, reversing warrior. Inhale, reaching up. Taking extended side angle, left knee extends, find it as straight as possible, keeping a slight bend, but really extending through the groin. Walk the right foot in half a foot, 6 inches. Reaching the left arm out, cutting into the hip. Right arm opens up, press the pelvis through. Stay here for 3 breaths. Last one. Exhale, left elbow down to the inside of the left shin. Reach the right arm up, twisting triangle. One more breath. Exhale, both hands down to frame, left foot. Squaring off the hips, walking left foot over 1 inch. Both feet on 2 separate tracks facing forward, lifting the chest. Exhale, elbows bend back, fold forward. One more breath. And hands walk forward, slide the right knee in to the back of the left. Sit down for seated twist. Good. Left hand presses down to the mat behind the spine. Extend your spine using that arm as a kickstand or support. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, take your twist. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Turn to look towards the left shoulder as you open the chest. Maybe you decide to stay here, finding that spinal alignment and tensing everything else around it, guiding that exhale to help you and assist you in your contraction of muscles. You can stay here or find your full bind, or find your modified bind. Right hand on the outside of the left foot, extend the heel, lifting up. Maybe left hand drops back. Take one more breath, twist a little bit more, extend through the spine, sit up on the sit bone, and release the foot. Send the left toes behind you to the back of the mat, face the inside of the mat. Left leg extended, right knee into the inner groin. Left elbow down onto the mat. Reach the right fingertips towards the left toes for your compass. Maybe you stay here, left hand to right toes. Right hand to left toes. Reach up, look under the right arm for the full expression. Take 2 more breaths. And inhale to rise. Right hand down to the mat, come up to the right knee, lifting the left arm up over the head, draw the pelvis through for gate pose. Exhale, left hand down to the mat, turning onto the ball of the left foot, inhale, right toes reach up, down dog split, into three-legged dog, open the hip. Right toes reach back, maybe flipping dog. Keeping the right heel up, press the pelvis through. So you don't want to just come here and that's where I'm living. You want to press the right foot into the mat, lift the left hips, reach the heart through. One more breath. Now, moving through plank pose. Right hand comes down, left edge of left foot onto the mat, maybe toes stack here. Press the pelvis up, lifting through the right arm, taking any variation of your choice in your side plank. One more breath. Exhale, release it, you can hold it. And press the right knee forward, coming into your standing split. Good. Release the left toes down. Take a forward bend. Good. Yogi's choice. You can decide to move through your inversion, lifting the left toes up, right toes up, taking your handstand. If you can find the balance, maybe taking the right toes up first. You have that kick up, and then folding forward. Nice bend. Coming down to the knees. Take a nice child's pose. Release hips towards the heels. And fold over the legs. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly rising up, walking the hands back. Yogi's choice, choosing to take a headstand or go ahead and come into your back for your final back bend series. For headstand, handstand. Interlacing fingers, release pointer fingers. Draw the head to the center of where the cradling happens. Center of your head down to the mat. A great way to find the center of your head is taking the palm, pressing it right to the middle of the brow bone, and wherever your middle finger meets the top of your head is that's the area where you're going to be balancing from. So finding that area first. Good. Found it. Interlacing your hands, release your kickstand, pinky fingers, take them down to the mat. Now find that point of your head, place that part that you found with your middle finger right down, smack onto your mat. Extend the pinky fingers, squeeze the head between the arm bones. You want 90-degree elbows and shoulders. Lifting onto the heels, walk the toes up to meet the elbows, stacking hips and shoulders. Now you can stay here and practice here. Maybe make an egg shape, bringing the knees into the chest. You can stay here and focus on aligning the hips and the shoulders. One long line from hips to shoulders. Practice tucking the pelvis, knees into the chest. Maybe you stay here or extend the toes towards the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears, press the head away from the mat. You don't want to collapse onto the cervical spine, but find the extension. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Last breath. Bend the knees and slowly come down. Making our way onto our backs for a quick back bend series, cool down, rock side to side. Good. These next few movements of the spine are really going to be awesome, trust me. Release the heels down to the mat, lifting the pelvis for bridge pose, interlacing palms underneath you, draw the shoulders in. Press the elbows and fists into the mat as you lift the pelvis, flexing the toes maybe as you engage the arches of the feet. Relax the collarbone away from the chin. Slowly releasing. Shoulders, back, torso, hips. Choosing to take one more of those, or legs straight up towards the ceiling, maybe taking full wheel, palms flipped, fingertips facing shoulders, heels of the hands facing the back of the mat. Squeeze the head between the arm bones, similar to headstand. Lift the chest and legs at the same time as you extend the heart through the arm bones. Press the heels of the hands into the mat, flex through the wrists as you kick through the knees, draw the heart through the arm bones, relax the collarbone, chest relaxes, head heavy. One more breath. Exhale, release down. Now after headstand, this last little plow pose is really going to help, especially if you did a little bit of sinking into the neck girdle here between the skull and the cervical spine. So lift the knees to the chest, maybe rock for a little bit of momentum, and send the toes over the head for plow pose. Draw the palms towards the back, right up on the back of the hip bones. Press the elbows close towards each other as much as possible. Kick the toes into the air. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, last breath, 1. Knees bend, toes over the head for that nice juicy plow pose. To relax the back of the head, using the sacrum, peeling over the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands and roll down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking knees into the chest, palms out long. Rock the knees to the right, gaze to the left. Taking our last supine twists. Hug the knees into the chest. Send them to the opposite side, to the left, gaze to the right. Hug the knees back into the chest. Taking your final happy baby, flex the toes towards the ceiling and rock side to side. Finding a little bit of joy in your practice. Finding some grace in your response to extensive stimulation. Taking a moment to acknowledge your practice, maybe hugging the knees into the chest for a second. Embracing your body, your gift. The most real thing to your existence. Saying thank you. And allowing yourself to roll out into your final pose, Savasana. Allowing the palms to face towards the ceiling. Allowing your chest to grow heavy. Your jaw to relax. Your eyes and the pockets around them to soften. Allowing your chest to relax. Allowing your belly to untighten. Allowing your sacrum to release into its natural arched position. Allowing the thighs to grow heavy. The legs and the ankles to flare out to their natural position. Allowing the toes and the arches of the feet to relax. Allowing the full weight of yourself to be supported. To sink and float simultaneously. Resting in your Shavasana. I will take the liberty of closing class today while you're in your Shavasana. You can choose to stay here for as long as you'd like, closing your practice, one bow of grace and gratitude when ready. Thank you so much for your practice today. Using this time, this reflective time in our lives, to inhale all of the information that nature is responding to us with us. To take time to breathe in the freshness of oxygen, to breathe in the grace of the divine, to breathe in the power of the present moment. And as you exhale, extend into the fullness that was on offer to you. Extend into the fullness that is this moment and your embrace of it. When we actually allow ourselves to release, we allow ourselves to be malleable to love. So if all things fail, at least allow yourself to soften into your own malleability. From rock into clay, into mud. Allowing the water of love to guide you into softer, more malleable peace. Jai Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Have a great day and enjoy your practice.